So one of the things I am very focused on lately, very curious about, and trying to research and learn more about is the idea of emotional intelligence being an upstream driver for culture, belonging, etc. So one of the things that I've noticed in my work and through the world of leadership is that when leaders develop their emotional intelligence, a byproduct of that is relationships and trust. So this idea of relational trust. From there, we start to build these psychological conditions. So these environments that then become more of a collective where people feel like they are seen, that they are valued, that they are heard. And then the outcome is belonging. And I think there are some other variations and different things that can be replaced there. But this idea of belonging is really sticking. And I really believe that it's through the upstream work of emotionally intelligent leadership. If you've been following along, you've heard me talk about self-other systems. That's kind of Come Home's framework with working within leaders and organizations, is this idea of when we pour into ourselves, the impact is on others, and that's when it starts to kind of materialize into the collective, and then it's reflected in the systems that we design. The byproducts are all of the things like psychological safety, belonging, all the other outcomes that you can think of. But those are byproducts of emotionally intelligent leaders. And that's really where I'm focusing right now, and really just trying to continue to learn more, continue to piece it together. But I truly believe, given the impact and the tone that leaders set, a lot of what exists in an organization, in norms, expectations, values, systems, structures, protocols, all the things is a byproduct of the lenses through which a leader sees things, how they interact, what they prioritize. And so I really believe that when a leader pours into their development around emotional intelligence, and how not only does it impact or how they navigate that world for themselves, but then how that translates to others and the collective, we start to see that exist. So when a leader has the lens on emotional intelligence, they're able to build trusting relationships that then collectively turns into these psychological conditions for people to feel seen, feel value, experience these pieces. The outcome of that is belonging. Belonging is the outcome. So excited to dive more into it, excited to continue to dive into it. I definitely will be sharing more around the research and some of the connecting points or what I'm learning, but also how this is showing up day to day and how this is kind of translating into the reality of things. And so excited to share more around it, but this is kind of that emotional intelligence model that I'm really leaning into right now as I'm continuing to think about leadership and the work that has to go on within leaders, but also how do we do things scalable, sustainable, and really change over a long period of time. And that has a lot to do with people, even in the larger context of systems and scaling and all of that. The real focus here that I continue to go back to is people and the relationships and the trust. And none of these are by accident, it's all by design.